Good morning, everybody. This is Lewis.
And Mark Stewart.
And we have, we're from Mission is Go. We have our good friend, Pastor Dominic, with us today. As we had promised in our earlier video, we were going to talk to some people who are in Africa and get a perspective of what's going on there. So first of all, I'm going to introduce, this is Pastor Dominic. Him and Mark have been friends for quite some time. Him and I are new friends, and he has a ministry in Tanzania. He runs a school. And tell us a little bit about that, Pastor, about your school.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. My name is Dominic, Pastor Dominic. I'm a missionary from Kenya to Tanzania, and we are running a school here, a school that consists of Bible college, rescue center for young girls, and school kids. I mean, the primary school, we call them primary school. There, I don't know how you call it. Maybe you call it grade school or something.
Mm-hmm.
So all these things, we do them together. We have the Bible school, the Bible college, and as you can see the pictures there, that is the Bible school now in class, are taking their classes. And this is the kids school. This is during worship service. We always have a worship service on Wednesdays, and it's a very wonderful time. This is the Girls Rescue Center. These are the girls that we have rescued from early marriage and FGM. And when they come here, we train them how to sew and to make dresses and to have life skills. And by then, after that, when they go home, they are good to start their lives. That is how our ministry is based, and we just love the Lord, and that is why we are here doing the work of God. These are the girls now working on their sewing machines, and we make clothes. We make clothes for the kids. We give out for the people around because our community is very poor. We help them, and when the girls make clothes, they just give them out and help the kids who are in school and also some who are outside. That is all what we do. Thank you.
Awesome.
This is Pastor Dominic. Villagers, these are what the villagers looks like, the villagers who surrounds us. Thank you.
Awesome. So you guys get a little glimpse into Dominic's world, and that's before this COVID-19 hit. So Dominic's doing a lot of stuff, like he said. There's a Bible college and a Bible school, and we saw a lot of worshiping. So the Lord is forefront of everything here. You know, the school, if you don't know where Dominic is, the kids stay there. So they're all their needs are taken care of there. They don't go home like we do here. So we'll get into that a little bit. The rescued girls, they're rescued from pretty horrific and traumatic situations. I won't go into detail, but we'll do that a little bit later. And so what I want to kind of impress on everybody is to give you an idea. We know over here in the States, the world has changed. We have, you know, some suggestions of social distancing and things like that. And I want to kind of let you into Dominic's world and how this has affected him, because things in his country, they're very different. You see our website, you see the pictures, you see the description of how things here seem hard, but they're magnified tenfold over there. So Dominic, share with us a little bit about how this is personally affecting you.
This has really affected me, and especially me and my family. Right now, I'm in Tanzania. My family is in Kenya. I am like self-quarantined here because the borders have been closed. You can't go right into your home because if I travel from here to Nairobi, I have to go through quarantine for 14 days. And again, my home place is near Nairobi, and they have they're calling it sensation. I mean, they have surrounding Nairobi. You can't go out or in Nairobi. So I'm outside Nairobi, so I can't be able to go home. My family is there. They are crying every day. They want to see me, and they are hearing people are dying in Tanzania, and also in Kenya, people are dying, and they are like, we don't know what is happening with our dad. So it has affected me. The other thing, it has affected us in school, especially because we have girls that we help, that we support while they are here, and because at home, when they go home, their dads or their fathers are ready to send them out for cows and for goats, and when they go home, it's very dangerous. If
So
they go
Dominic,
home,
I don't mean to stop you, but I want to
Yes.
help people who are watching this in the Western world understand what you're saying, because most people in the Western world have never touched a cow or touched a goat. So when you use the term, when these girls go home to their parents, they want to send them out for cows or goats. What do you mean?
I mean, they will get married to old men and old men for goats and cows. So
Right.
they after their fathers give them out, they are given cows and goats, and especially
Okay.
this time when there's no money in the country, so that they can do that very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we rescue them to come to school, and we keep them in the school for at least 2 to 3 years so that they may grow up. Because when they are given, when they are so young, like 9 years or 12 years, they are so young to go and become a wife of an old man, or even to become a wife, a second wife, or a fifth wife, or a 10th wife, because here we marry even 10 wives. So that's why we rescue them. And also we rescue them because of FGM, because if they stay at home, it's a very good chance for their dads or their fathers to take them through FGM, which is very dangerous for these young girls. And that's why they run to our facility. They come here so that they may not go through that pain.
So,
So
Mark,
that is what we do.
Mark,
Okay.
So
So,
when they
mm-hmm.
are not happy.
Mark,
Okay.
go
So
ahead.
let me go ahead,
Explain that.
Lewis.
I want you to explain what
Okay.
Dominic was talking
So,
about there, what that means.
okay, so Dominic, and what you're talking about, I want the people who understand in the West who don't understand some of the terminology. So FGM, female genitalia mutilation. So in these tribes and cultures and regions, when a young person, a girl is a certain age, they initiate them by removing, with no anesthesia, through cutting with the traditional knife, the genitalia. So some of these women are known to bleed to death, okay? And some of these cuttings can affect a lifelong scarring physically, emotionally, and psychologically. In addition to being sold or exchanged in a transactional marriage. The marriage is not based on love or relationship. It is based on financial need of the family to sell the child to typically an elderly man at age starting sometimes 9 years old, 14 years old. So part of that preparation process to be married is that mutilation of the woman. For the men, it's circumcision. So rite of passage, you might do that at 14, 16 years old. But for the young girls, traditionally they're being mutilated, and it is scarring, physically scarring, emotionally, psychologically scarring. So what Pastor Dominic is saying is that their ministry and their work and their effort rescues girls from those conditions. However, right now, because of the quarantines caused by COVID-19 and the risk and the lack of healthcare facilities in that region, those girls have to be released from the school back into the homes from where they came.
Yeah, so it's I hope that's an eye opener for everybody. We don't hear about these things, unless you're educated in that region or that area. But so you can understand the impact that Pastor Dominic has on these girls. And like he said, they don't just keep them for a little bit; they keep them till they get older and become women, and they can be on their own. So just the fact that he had to let them all go, you can imagine that weighs. I mean, it's weighing on me just hearing the story, and I hope it touches your heart, and you will pray, because prayer is powerful, and that's what we need right now. So that's a glimpse into, that's just Dominic's world, and we're going to have more people on here that do different things and how it affects them. But you can see, so the emotional part of it is where Dominic's had to let go of these people because he's forced to. He's also quarantined, not quarantined, but he's trying to avoid quarantine, because if you can imagine, Mark, paint us a picture of what that quarantine would look like, and like here, quarantine is safe.
Yeah, so in Dominic's case, that's self-quarantine. So depending on your state in America, the way that you can relate to it. Right now, Florida beaches are open, Dominic. So millions of people are walking around barefooted on the beach, jumping in the water, that type of thing. Our quarantines are kind of like suggestions. No one's getting beaten or arrested for being out. In Africa, in Kenya, in Uganda, where Dominic is, in Tanzania, East African Union, that area of East Africa, if you step outside of that region during a curfew, you leave the house at 8 o'clock at night, you will be physically beaten. If you want to enter the country of your origin, Dominic is a Kenyan, he's of Kenyan origin. And so it'll be going from Arizona to California, right? Okay, from Riverside to Orange County. And you want to do that, you want to go from Riverside to Orange County, you are going to be forced quarantine. And in some cases, you'll have to pay in the case of if you're American. But those forced quarantines, which is about 14 days, Dominic, you are going to be put in an area with other people who may infect you and who you may affect. There will be no sanitation standards. There will be no medical attention, no free hand sanitizer, no test to see if you're positive, none of those amenities that we find in the West. So Dominic wisely chose to isolate himself and to self-isolate until this plague passes, or until he gets the opportunity to reunite with his own wife and children. Guys, I may have to go out.
Okay, we lost Mark there, but we'll continue, Dominic. So we just wanted to paint a picture for you guys of some of the people we're trying to help and how impactful their mission is. So what we're doing is we're asking for support. Mark and I have our website, missionisago.com. You can donate on there. It goes right to his foundation, and we're able to get money for food, for cleaning supplies. And as the weeks go on, that need may change or evolve, and we're trying to stay on top of it. So our goal is to share with you what's happening in Africa, different regions of Africa, the wonderful people that we're trying to help. These are our leaders who are ministering to hundreds of people. And if God puts it on your heart, please go to missionisago.com, donate what you can. As Mark has said before, to give you an example, $50 can feed a family of 3 to 4 for a month. And we're going to be talking to my friend Philip in the next video, and he's a street minister to street kids. He used to be one. And $50 will create 100 meals. So that's just an example. We still have to deal with sanitation, and we're evolving. Dominic and I were talking about potentially making masks, because he does have sewing machines there. Just we're thinking and praying through this stuff. This is all new to us as well. We're just letting God direct us, and praying He directs us wisely, and we can make an impact. So thank you again, Dominic. I appreciate it. Always great to see you. And stay on the call. And everybody else, please help us out. Spread the word. Send them to our website, missionisago.com. We also have the YouTube channel. You can look us up at Mission is a Go East Africa, and follow us. Thanks again, everybody. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.